mercy. Ain't no mercy.
Avengers Infinity War is directed by the Russo brothers and tells a story about the Avengers after the events of Civil War, having to learn to come together as a group once again to defeat the Mad Titan Thanos, who had came to Earth to gather all 6 Infinity Stones so that he can cleanse the entire universe into his own image. And it stars Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, Mark Ruffalo, Chris Hemsworth, and Josh Brolin, and a whole bunch of people. And the Guardians of the Galaxy are in here, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and everyone from the MCU had finally gathered together to defeat the big bad guy that the MCU had been leading up to. And it was entertaining as hell. The technical aspects that the film had and the action sequences that presented are awesome. They're grand. The beginning action sequences are grounded, but it builds and builds and builds, and when it gets to that big finale, it was a delight to watch, with all these characters having to fight the army that Thanos had put together, and I loved it. The Wakanda aspect of the film were great. Thor's journey was entertaining and funny as hell. Captain America's journey was a bit depressing. Iron Man's journey was a bit, I would say, on the nose, but awesome at the same time. And Thanos' journey was incredible. I will not give away his backstory, but his motivations are clear. You understand where he's coming from, but you don't really agree with his actions that much. But he is such a sympathetic character that you can almost feel for him at times. And that makes for the best villains, in my opinion. You can understand them, but you don't agree with their actions. And Thanos is a perfect example of that, and proved to be a worthy foe against the Avengers. It is hard to basically write a story and tell a story with all these characters coming together, but the Russo brothers did a great job at giving each character their own moment to shine, and I loved them. The Guardians, Doctor Strange, the main Avengers team, and wow, and don't worry, Hawkeye's in the movie, but his journey here is surprising. So is Ant-Man. He's also in the movie, and it was surprise. And he had a story that I was surprised by too. And many of the characters here, and some of the stories here, left me eyes open. Like, I was surprised. Like, you can't predict this movie. You have to go in here with a clear mind. You gotta take away your theories and just watch the movie and let it tell a story, because it plays with your mind at some points. The humor is also delightful. It is funny. Even with Shuri, Spider-Man, the Guardians, it all worked. But sometimes the tone will shift into a serious moment, because this is a big event and a hard one that these Avengers have to deal with. And because of the events of Civil War, there are some things that does have to be serious, but the two tones were able to work together perfectly. It's 2 hours and 40 minutes, and I think that helped the tone work out smoothly, and the action extend a bit, and the characters to get their development as they needed. And I had to commend them for that. The writing here is great. The storytelling and filmmaking is fantastic. The cinematography is beautiful. The music is grand and memorable. One of the best soundtracks in the MCU. I'm trying to be as big as possible for Infinity War. And this is basically all I have to say. It is a great movie. I suggest you gotta go check it out. It is worth the hype, and I highly recommend it. You gotta go see it in IMAX 3D. I'm gonna give Avengers Infinity War an A+. There are a few nitpicks I had, mostly with Thor's storyline, but overall the film came together perfectly and it was a total blast to watch from start to finish. Thank you guys so much for watching my review for Infinity War. More reviews are coming soon, and I'll see you guys next time.
I torture you. I'm a slave to your game.